Sa isang press conference kaninang umaga, abay na-cover ko yung mga taga Philippine Military Academy Alumni Association Incorporated at mismo sila hindi na rin matiis. Actually, pinili daw nilang manahimik pero sa kanilang national conference noong nakaraang January 25, lahat daw ng mga miyembro, 11,000 sila, by the way, Sir EB, active and retired, mga officials, talagang gusto nila magsalita sa issue ng korupsyon. At umaasa sila na magkakaroon pa daw ng recourse. Pero pag hindi daw, sabi ng chairman ng PMAAA, na nakita na natin na the past years or experience natin na nanindigan ng armed forces to protect the people. Gano'ng kabigat yung statement na yun ng PMAAI?
Napakabigat yun, no? MJ, Admart, mga kababayan, no? Kasi nga tama si General ano nga ulit yun?
Gonzales, General Gonzales.
General Gonzales, tama siya. Precisely because our military and uniformed personnel already did that, no, back in ERAP's time and back in even as far back as 1986, no. At pinagtibay 'yon ng Korte Suprema. Pinagtibay ng Korte Suprema ang pagwi-withdraw ng suporta ng ating militar doon kay Pangulong Erap Estrada noon, no? Na siyang naging daan para maging presidente ang noon ay vice-presidenteng si Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. At ang sabi sa Korte Suprema doon, karapatan natin, karapatan ng mga uniformadong personnel, no, the military and uniformed personnel, no, na palabas ng kanilang saloobin. And in fact, it is part of their sworn duty to protect the people, no? Kaya ito'y napakabigat na statement coming from these people, active and retired, who are the glue that binds the brotherhood that is the graduates, the alumni of the PMA. And you cannot brush aside their statements precisely because these people occupies the most confidential and the most important, no, positions in government, no, whether in the military or in the private sector, and in fact they have the influence, no, to junior officers and in fact I would argue the entire troops of the AFP. Mabigat to, mabigat.
Oo, tsaka, naku, sabi nila dito, pinaka-hit daw nila yung na-misappropriate yung mga budget, tapos pupunta lang daw sa ilang pamilya, tapos sila pa daw sila ang nide-decide, sila ang nagbibigay kontrata, sila pa ang contractor, sila pa ang subcon, sila pa ang supplier. Ganong issue ba? Nakakaabot sa mga general. Ito, Sir EB.
Well, yun na nga, no? Kasi ang prime mover talaga niyan is one of their brothers, no? Si now Baguio City Mayor Benji Magalong, na kung saan dinidetalye niya yung porsyento ng korupsyon at kung sino-sino dyan. At in fact, siya yung unang nagpalabas ng kanyang expose na isinimulan ng 777 na naging 30-30-30 pala, no, na mga all forms of ayuda. Pag sumama ka doon sa mga sorties nitong si trying hard to be President Speaker Martin Romualdez. So therefore, ngayon, hindi naman mga bobo yan, napaka-intelihenteng mga tao yan. They just have so much restraint in themselves. They were trained to be to restrain themselves from acting, no? Precisely because of the doctrine of the civilian authority is superior to the military. Pero again, sa kasabihan nga ng wikang Pilipino, kapag napuno na nga yung salop, ay talagang kakalusin at kakalusin nila yan. And by the time they do that, no, it's a point of no turning back, no, it's a point of no return. At I'm pretty sure, history will repeat itself. And in fact, history is repeating itself now. We have a first lady influencing the president, just like Imelda Marcos influenced her late husband, Ferdinand Marcos Sr. We have a Romualdez during the first Marcos admin, yung tatay nitong si Martin Romualdez, who is the biggest crony of the first Marcos regime. And then you have Martin Romualdez, now the Speaker of the House, the oligarchs of all the oligarchs, because he wants his hand in every industry now. And in fact, I would argue yung NGCP na arrangement na yan, he probably has interest in it as well, no? At ang mga malalaking negosyante nga, mayroon ng bagong termino kay Martin Romualdez, monogarch. He wants to be the monogarch, no? Yung pinaka-oligarko sa lahat ng mga oligarko. Yun ang sabi-sabi nila. So therefore, ito po ay babantayan natin at talagang susuportahan natin ang mga kapatid natin na nasa militar because they know, no? They know what this government is doing to the Filipino people. They know what this government is doing to the AFP, no? Kung saan tinapyasan yung mga budget, ang kanilang modernization ay tinanggalan ng 15 billion at parang Consuelo de Bobo is an additional 200 pesos of subsistence allowance na ipinagyabang pa ni Martin Romualdez na nag-livestream pa when he called itong si AFP Chief Browner. So ito talagang na siguro na feel na nila yung sakit, no, na kinakawawa na sila. Sila pa yung pinapadala doon sa West Philippine Sea, at lalong-lalo na yung looming proxy war, sila yung nasa front lines. Sino bang hindi mag-aalsa niyan?